Hey people, what's up? Welcome to Tokeys Pot Politics. I want to talk about the power of the pothead voters, the power of the pot vote, if you will. So sit back, enjoy, loadable, smokable if you got it. Join the conversation and have a good one. So let's do this. Let's turn my chats on, just in case, and let's let's talk. So a vast number of 18 to 35-year-olds, hey, what's up, man, are in fact potheads, along with a vast majority of older people as well. But the reason why the 18 to 35-year-olds are so important is because they're the ones that typically don't get out and vote. They're the ones that typically need more of a reason to vote, and they're not driven by a lot of other uh, of the issues going on around in the country. So this is a entire voting base that is untapped if you give them a reason to vote. This is where the power of the pot vote comes in. Now, many of you know that I am an American's First political party member. I believe that we are a growing party that will, in fact, become one of the largest political parties in the country. I believe that by doing this, in order to do this, we have to attract people of all walks, of all genders, and of all categories. The first one that I want to emphasize is the Americans First political party will always be the the recreational and the industrial aspect of marijuana. We will always set forth to pass legislation decriminalize, to make it more accessible for medication purposes, as well as limiting restrictions on small town business growers and business owners in the industries. We want the industry to flourish. We want to add jobs and bring people in to the party. We want people interested. Now, the reason why this is such an issue with the 18 to 35 year olds is because these are the people that are less likely to get out and do your average jobs. These are the people that are highly motivated to do jobs in the weed industry, whether it be clothing, textiles, oils, whether it be the actual pot itself, the medical, the growing, whatever it might be. There's a number of potential employees that would range from 18 to 35. This is in untapped. Now, by doing this and pushing higher recreational, medical, as well as industrial standards, what we could do as a political party is corner a large group of Americans, because it's not, at that point, it's not just about the 18 to 35s. At that point, it's also about all the other older stoners like myself, all the people in my age bracket that agree with that, but may not believe in either of your popular political parties, may not believe in their popularity contests or their gender politics or their race bait politics. These are people, again, that can come to the party that could see that the Americans First political party is all about the American citizen. It's all about what's real, what's needed, and the American people standing up for what they should have and their God given rights. The Americans First, as well as the liberal left, believe that it's a matter of age brackets of all life, because a large number of people don't have faith in either party. So what we start doing is giving them a reason to have faith in the Americans First Party. We start giving them jobs they want. We start giving them industries we all care and want. We start supporting candidates that want to support the American people and push to help the American people. That's the point. Oh my God, she can snore. So that's what we're working on right now. We're getting bigger. We're pushing the party. We're pushing the idea. We're pushing the industries in local towns and states. We're getting out there. We're pushing for the removal of the Schedule One category. That is so big, so big. We want to be the first political party that addresses the Schedule One category. We want to be the party that sends that notion out to the people out there that we're not just voting to legalize. We're not just voting for recreational or medical. What we want is to remove it from the category, the state Schedule One category. We want to place it in the same category as cigarettes and alcohol. We believe that it has its purposes, but it is nowhere near the same as cocaine and heroin, and therefore should immediately be removed from that category. We will always fight for this one step because this is the one step that will truly keep the industry into our hands. Because if we don't, then Uncle Sam and the big government contracts will all swoop in and take it over. There'll be higher restrictions, there'll be less quantity, less quality. It'll be turned into tobacco. And that's a fact. So the Americans First Party will be the party of the stoners, the party of the potheads, will be the party of the 18 to 35-year-olds looking for a reason to vote. We will be the party of the individuals that lost faith in both politics as we know it. We will be the party of Americans who still believe in the core values and traditions of America. We will be the ones to support our president, the MAGA movement, to support closing our borders, building a wall, support our Constitution, our soldiers, our men in uniform. We will continue to support the American dream. That is the Americans' first political party. And it starts with supporting its first major industry. And that industry is the cannabis industry. I believe the party will grow and expand and be one of the biggest parties in the country. It may take time, but I believe and have faith that it will get more attention soon. I agree. I think that there's too many people. It touches too many people. There's too many people out there that are looking for a reason to switch parties, looking for a reason. Okay, keep in mind that there are Democrats out there that feel like their party has been subversive and socialism. There are Democrats out there that voted for Trump because they understand that their party got subverted and took from them. There are Republicans, MAGA Republicans, that know what it means to be a rhino, a Republican in name only. Someone that claims to be a Republican and then turns their back and fights the Republican agenda on every chance they get. We understand that we, the people, have been screwed by both parties for way too long. So that's a vast majority of people. That's a number of voters right there. If we can get to them, along with the 18 to 35 year olds, that number base is massive. Then we get to the patriots. We get to the men and women that love this country and will fight for this country and keep going. Suddenly, Americans First Party becomes one of the biggest parties in the country. Now all we got to do is start getting individuals that want to represent the states in legislation, the states in debates, the states in politics. We need people who want to represent us in each state. We want to stand behind our candidates and candidates with our agenda. We want to promote what we're doing and get more people involved, because the more national and the more vocal and the more obvious and the more we pump what we're doing, the more people will come, because people in this country are looking for a reason to walk away from popularity politics, race bait, gender bait politics. There are way too many issues in this country, real issues that need real solutions, and not to be cut off at the head because, well, we don't affiliate with that party, or we don't like that color, or we don't like that person. We need to wake up. We need to stand above all that hate, above all that chaos, above all that division, and we need to get real solutions for real problems so that this country can once again flourish. We have people suffering at all ends and all aspects of this country. We have lots of problems that need solved. Cutting off industries that can save us, cutting off industries that can save us is huge. We can't do that. We need to promote industries that promote jobs, that promote country, that promote this country's growth. Especially products and industries that can turn into gross domestic products, that can turn into products that we can eventually ship or maybe even export. I live in Oregon. Oregon is one of the most weed abundant states in the country. Don't mind my little daughter. Yeah, it looks good. Go play. Go draw. Pretty. She's 2 drawing hearts. Don't mind her. So get out there, people. This is the big moment. This is that moment in history where we can choose. We can choose a party that wants to represent people who hate this country enough to infiltrate our borders, to disrupt our laws, to take from our kids, to hurt our citizens, and to break, financially break our country. Or we could choose the other side, which is people who have had a history of representing big money, big pharmaceutical companies, big government, big taxes. You see, both parties, people are going to realize that both parties are screwed. And I hear it every day. I hear it from people all the time who have lost faith in politics because of both parties. And those are the people we need. People who have good ideas that have been silenced by mainstream or popularity politics. We need real Americans who will stand up and represent the real America and what we really need. That's why we do what we do. That's why we're pushing the Americans First Party. Because once it gets out there and once people understand what we're doing, there's no doubt that it will truly become the biggest party in the country. So with that being said, I say thank you to all you people out there pushing it. Thank you for everybody out there with that same general idea. Okay? Push what we're doing. It's important. Adding jobs, adding security, adding another option, a real option, a viable option, one that doesn't screw with this country's people, our citizen. And that's the big one. This country needs to legalize marijuana. This country needs recreational. It needs medical. It needs to be removed from Schedule 1. And that's the big one. So please stand with Americans First Political Party. Stand with us as we begin to remove it from the Category 1, from the Schedule 1 category. Stand with us as we begin to fight the opposition and we begin to loosen up the grab that Uncle Sam finally wants on it after they realize that Americans are no longer going to willingly give it up. The voters are voting for it. And everybody else is trying to stop it from happening. And those people who realize that it's not going to be stopped are the ones looking for a way to control it. That's why we must band together as the Americans' first political party. We must band together in order to stand up and demand that our president, demand that our government takes it off the Schedule 1 category. I believe the party will grow, but I believe they have faith that it will get more. Yeah. Um, I wish I could do more to help out the party. Well, just keep doing what you're doing, man. Keep making videos. Tell people why it's important, why you would vote for the Americans First Party, why what we're doing. Keep pumping out videos, pump out posts, bash anything liberal coming from the state. Bash. Put your opinion down on anything that sounds ludicrous, anything that sounds like it's stabbing the American people in the back. Put it out there. Let people be aware of it. And keep sharing our group. Keep sharing our state groups. They will build. It will happen. It will happen. Trust me, more and more people are believing in what we're doing. They're out there. There's way more people that lost faith in our political system than there is that have faith in it. That's the vote we want. That's the people we want to identify with. Get out there, push the party, push the movement. Keep doing what we're doing. It will grow. And so, with that being said, I say get stoned, stay stoned, push the movement, get people involved. My bull's dead. So, have a great day. I got things to do. Peace.